And now such an important topic to bring up here. April is Autism Awareness Month. And this morning we're featuring a local small business who's creating these specialty toys. Mother and founder of Tiny Tot Sensory, Giselle, joining us now to talk more about this. And so many great toys here. I was having fun playing with them. Giselle, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
I'm so glad you're here because this is obviously something that impacts so many families, which we'll talk about. But I do want to point out just how creative what you have here is. This is rice. Tell us about this. Tell us, this is a sensory bin, if you will, or what would you do here?
So these are sensory rice bins. You typically just put them together and you just allow your kiddo to just have their own imagination and play. We have unicorn. This is our new one that we just got, which is an insect one that we made.
Oh, there's bugs in here. The kids love those.
And
look at that.
We have dinosaurs. So we have so many available.
I love this. And so obviously for the idea of Tiny Tot Sensory, sensory is a huge part of this. Obviously there's so many different textures. What's kind of your goal when you were creating a lot of these toys?
So growing up, when you would go to like the supermarket, like Food for Less, you had those rice bins that you have to buy. So you're not supposed to put your hands, but me and my brother would like dig our hands in there.
I did it too, Giselle. I'm glad that you're the same. We loved like the beans and the rice. I mean, there's a lot of fun to be had in those bins, but this is a more sanitary.
Yes, this is a more sanitary, and all of our stuff is made from food grade. So we use coloring that is food grade. On all of our stuff.
Okay, and so I also want to point out these spoons and this fork. Let me just grab this if we could. Tell me, obviously, the benefit of having something like this for someone who may be on the spectrum.
So these are really good because there's kiddos that struggle with holding items. My son benefits from it a lot, and so when he grabs it, it just automatically goes straight to his mouth and it minimizes the mess. So that's a plus.
And he can eat when he's hungry instead of getting frustrated, I would imagine, if you can't get your food when you want it. So that's very handy. And you mentioned your son. If you don't mind talking about how you got into all of this and kind of what you were learning about your son.
Yeah, my son was diagnosed at 3.5 with autism, and so when I started, I didn't have the best knowledge. I was a teen mom, and so I didn't want to make the same mistakes that I did with my youngest son because he wasn't speaking at age and we were concerned. So I started, you know, making sensory stuff for him, and I saw that it made a huge impact in his speech.
That's great.
And now he talks a lot.
That's awesome. I mean, I feel like so many families aren't sure, should I get him checked or not, that kind of thing. And you noticed some signs and you were able to diagnose, is that right?
So I was able to get my oldest one. We weren't, my oldest son is Bruce and he's 7. We didn't really know until he was autistic until we got him tested here in San Diego at Regional Center. And so I tried not to make the same mistakes that I did with my youngest son if I was seeing that he wasn't speaking. His name is Brandon. And so we started doing inclusive stuff like sensory stuff to help him talk.
Just to get him out there, and he's talking now.
Yes, a lot.
And Brandon, I love it. So let's talk about what else you have here. This is what, Play-Doh?
Yeah, so this is Play-Doh. These are mini Play-Doh jars. Our Play-Doh is non-toxic because my son Bruce has pica, so he would eat. He eats a lot of the stuff that he's not supposed to.
Okay, so the Play-Doh is okay for him to take a nibble?
Yeah, so he's been eating it first in September, so
there's all these toys in there.
So each one is coded like different themes. We have some new ones coming out this week. And then we also have the bigger ones that is kind of like that, but they're just a little bigger and they have more stuff.
And look at the different types of things you've been able to put it. Are those chickpeas? That's so cool.
Yeah, they are chickpeas.
And little, it looks like stems, little rocks, and so the variety. Tell us the importance of that.
It's just texture, feeling it with your hands. So kiddos like it, and they just feel like different types of textures.
Okay, keeps them entertained, having fun for hours. I love that.
It's great for screen, for limiting screen time.
Okay, yeah, because screen time, they zone out, and then they're kind of gone for us, from us for a while. This one, I took a sniff during commercial break. I just want to do it again. It smells like Laffy Taffy. I love it so much. Tell us what this is.
This is slime. We make all.
Can I touch it?
Yes, you can. All of our slime is made at home.
Look at that. Oh.
So
how fun.
Yeah.
So this is your homemade slime.
Everything is homemade.
Amazing. That's so cool. Giselle, I'm so glad you were able to come up with all of these. You're very crafty. crafty and very creative.
Thank you.
And able to do that while you have 2 little ones.
Yeah.
Very impressive. What is this one too, by the way? I saw you
So
flip
that's
this one.
like a sensory tube that you shake it and you just see all the stuff. It's kind of like a lava lamp.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was going to say, it reminds me of my teenage years when I had a lava lamp.
Yeah.
This is really fun. And I mean, the idea of having all of these different ways of entertaining, but also learning and tangible learning. I mean, this is really great. How can people find you, Giselle? I want to make sure we put that out there.
So we have an Instagram. You can check us out on Facebook or Instagram.
Okay.
We are located in 3 local stores in Ramona.
Okay.
Ramona Family Naturals, Happy Hens, and Ramona Outpost.
Nice.
As well as we have farmers markets that we do typically every weekend. So you could just check us out on Instagram for where we're going to be, or even Facebook as well.
Very nice. I wish you the best of success, and thank you for bringing all of this. And this helps so many families, so I'm really glad you were able to come up with this and be so creative. Tiny Tot Sensory is the name. Giselle, it was so nice to meet you.
You too. Thank you.
And thanks for sharing your story.
Thank you.